Your starting lineup for the Collinwood boys are Lance Horton, Daniel Montgomery, Marcus Morrow, Trevor Nelson, and Jeremy Bryant. Your starting lineup for the Collinwood boys are Lance Horton, Daniel Montgomery, Marcus Morrow, Trevor Nelson, and Jeremy Bryant. For Coach Phil Willard's Summertown Eagles is number 10, Doug Riggs, number 12, Justin Entrican, number 40, Ricky Mabry, number 24, Aaron Burdett, 42, Lee Lance. The starting lineup for the Summertown Eagles. The Collinwood Trojans are coached by Mr. Bruce Woods. He's going to put Aaron Burdett and Jeremy Bryan set to jump to start this basketball game here at Summertown tonight. This is Charlie Mabry along with Sam on the Granny Network, bringing you the Summertown High basketball. We're sponsored tonight by CB&T Bank, First Farmers Merchant Bank, Walmart, and Big John's. Aaron Burdett in the middle along with Bryant. Jeremy and Aaron, the ball goes up, tip, picked up by Summertown. Lee Lance over to Justin Entrican. Entrican working on the left side to Doug Riggs. Doug, Collinwood opening up into a zone. All right, they're adjusting over to Entrican, over on the right wing to Burdett, back to Riggs, working 30 feet out. Lee Lance in the corner over to trying to feed the post. It's intercepted by Bryant. Jeremy picks the ball off for Summertown, got a shot. Lance Horton working outside. Summertown into the man-to-man. Horton drives the right side. He's cut off. Over in the side, and his floor mistake. Give her to the Eagles. Lee Lance and Justin Entrican. Justin working outside over to Doug Riggs on the wing. In the high post to Mabry. Back to Burdett. He makes his move, puts one up. And Aaron Burdett scores the first 2 points of the ball game. Summertown picked up full court. Horton working the ball across. He's going to get it across the 10-second line. We got a screen set. He goes around it. Ball stolen by Doug Riggs. He's going in on the left side, lays one up. It's 4-0. Summertown into an aggressive full court press. Burdett steals the ball, flips it. It goes up in the stands. Summertown on the aggressive end. We're opening into a full court man-to-man body up press. Bryant set to find somebody. He finds Montgomery. Montgomery going to bring her to the length floor. He's over in the middle. He puts her about 10 feet high. Another floor mistake. This quickness of Summertown has got these Collinwood boys rattled in the first minute and a half. Summertown with a 4-point lead. Collinwood opened up in a half-court zone press. Over to Lee Lance, back to Ricky Mabry, to Burdett. Aaron puts one up. It's no good. Mabry brings her off, and Ricky is on the board with 2. 6-0. Ball comes in to Daniel Montgomery. Daniel over to Bryant. He tries to feed long ways. Another floor mistake. That's 3 consecutive mistakes. Collinwood hadn't got a shot off yet. With timeout on the floor, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. CB&T Bank is the place to do all of your banking needs. So if you need to borrow money, lend money, or save money, come to CB&T Bank and they'll take care of your banking needs. Collinwood called timeout, try to get their strategy ready. They haven't got a shot yet. Summertown already has 6 points. We played a minute 40 seconds. Justin working the ball in the backcourt. He's going over to Doug. Doug over to Lee Lance. Back to Justin Entrican. Justin over to Doug. He's working 25 feet out. Collinwood into the matchup zone. Over in the corner to Burdett. Working the right wing. Back out front to Doug. Puts up a 20-footer. No good. Lee Lance clears the board. Lays one up. Give him 2. Bryant working the ball in the backcourt. Lance Horton. It's a trigger man. He's trying to get the ball across. He's double, triple team. Goes over to Montgomery. Back over to Horton. Lance working 25 feet from the basket. He makes his move to the basket. Nobody there. Montgomery. He's 25 feet out. Back over to Horton. It's sticky man-to-man. They can't get the ball inside the three-point arc. Over to Horton. Horton working down the right side. He's cut off. Back over to Montgomery. Montgomery to Horton in the corner. Driving the baseline. He's trapped. Tries to feed Bryant. And Jeremy has the ball get out of his hand with 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining first period. Summertown 8, Collinwood hasn't got a shot yet. Justin Entrigan working the back court over to Doug Riggs. He clears the line over to Lee Lance in the low post to Mabry. Lays one up, no good. And Lance Horton clears. He's coming down the left side. He's cut off, double team. Burdett ahead to Riggs. Doug lays her up. 10-0. Trevor Nelson brings the ball in to Marcus Morrow. First time Morrow's touched it. He's going to try to bring it across. He does, up the left side. He's double teamed. Ball stolen by Lance over to Doug Riggs. He lays her up. 2 more. And with timeout on the floor, 4 minutes, 38 seconds, Summertown 12, Collinwood hasn't shot as yet. First, Farmers and Merchants National Bank brings you Summertown High basketball. So for all your banking needs, go to First Farmers and Merchants Bank in Lawrenceburg. Collinwood's already spent 2 timeouts in the first 3.5 minutes, but they've got to get something set up. They've got to get something going. Jeremy Bryant, trigger man in the backcourt. Summertown into the man-to-man. Ball comes in to Montgomery, back over to Bryant. Jeremy going to work her across the right side. He does. He's going all the way to the hoop. Puts one up, no good. Aaron Burdett clears for the Eagles down to Doug Riggs. Doug going to work the baseline, come back out to Justin. He's trying to find a high post over to Doug. Lee Lance is in the low post, but he's covered. Back over on the high post to Ricky Mabry, back over to Burdett. Give and go. Burdett kicking the ball around. We're going to give her to Green. Jeremy Bryan going to be the trigger man. Summertown still in there man-to-man. Collinwood has all got 1 shot in the first 4 minutes. Ball comes in to Lance Horton. Lance working the backcourt. He's coming across the right side. He guarded closely by Doug. Going all the way. He feeds Morrow in the middle, and Morrow puts one up and in. About a 5-foot jump. It's 12-2. Justin Entrigan trying to find somebody. Doug working over the left wing. Back over to Justin. He's working down the middle over to Burdett into the low post to Mabry. Mabry has the ball batted out, but we're going to give it to Green. 3:43, first period. It's 12-2. Jeremy Bryant trying to find somebody. He tries to go long. Nobody touched it. Another floor mistake. Let's give her back to the Eagles. They put about a 30-foot pass out. It should have been 20. Aaron Burdett going to be the trigger man underneath his own basket. He's going to try to find somebody. Who's he going to try to find? It's going to be Doug on the 20-foot mark. He's trying to find Mabry in the high post. And it's picked off by Trevor Nelson. He fumbles around, picked up by Mabry over to Doug. Mabry to Justin Entrigan, lays one up, and he's hammered. Trevor Nelson picks up the first person of the basketball game at the 3:30 mark. That's going to send Justin Entrigan to the line to shoot 2. Jeremy Reisner checks in for the Collinwood Trojans of Coach Bruce Wood. Justin at the line for the first free throw of the night. It's up. It's good. On Friday the 13th, that's the 13th point for the Summertown Eagles at the 3:30 mark. Justin's second free throw's up. It's long, no good. He hustles. Bats her around, picked up by Reisner. Reisner going to work her. Over to Horton, puts one up, no good. Doug going to be cut off at the 20-foot line. He comes back out. He's going to find Justin. He's back over to Doug. Doug's a senior. Back over, working 30 feet out. Back over to Justin. Over in the corner to Burdett. Playing right wing. High post Lee Lance. Low post Ricky Mabry. Picked up by Lance. No, picked up by Burdett. Over to Lance. Lee found an acorn and he put it in. 15-2, 2:47. Lance Horton working out front for the Collinwood boys. Working on the right side. Summertown still into the man-to-man. He's trying to find somebody. Who is he finding? On the high post to Reisner. Back in the low post to Bryant. Jeremy puts one up. Ball batted around. Picked up by Aaron Burdett. And Jeremy Reisner is on his back. That's team foul number 2. Personal foul number 1. second foul of the ball game. Josh Ronalds checking in for Coach Phil Willard and Stan Curtis. Justin Entrican working the backcourt. He finds Ronalds. Ronalds on the left wing. Over to Burdett. Lays one up. Doug Riggs played the middle. Flipped her over to Burdett. 17-2. Ball in the backcourt. Summertown still in the man-to-man. Jeremy Bryan working up right side. He's triple teamed over to Montgomery. Over on the side to Morrow. Puts one up. Give him three. Marcos with three. 17-5. Marcos has all five for the Collinwood Trojans. Entrican working in over to Burdett. He makes his move. Puts up a 5-foot jump. No good. Morrow clears the board for the Collinwood Trojans. Minute 46. 17-5. Over on the left wing to Bryant. He's trying to make things happen. He's trying to make his move. Has his pocket picked by Doug. Doug going all the way. He's going to be hammered. Ball tipped out. Give her back to Summertown. He just thought he was going to be hammered. They got the ball and didn't get the boy. Minute 34. Who's going to be trigger man? That's going to be Josh Ronalds. No, it's going to be Justin Entrican. Going to be trigger man. 2, 3 into Ronalds. Josh back to Justin. He's shut off. Over to Josh. To Doug Riggs working 25 feet out. Josh is going to be working out front over to Justin. Minute 25. Back over to Doug. Doug to Justin. Justin working 35 feet out. Collinwood in the zone. He brings it in into low post to Burdett. Aaron puts one up. It rolls in and out. No good. Rebound battled around. Knocked out by the Collinwood Trojans. Give her back to the Eagles. Minute 10. Summertown working with a 17-5 lead. Justin Entrican going to be the trigger man. He's trying to find somebody. Doug out on the right wing. Stepped out. This Collinwood's into their zone. The ball's kicked back over to Entrican. Back to Riggs in the low post to Mabry. He's trying to feed instead of shoot. And we have a pile up on the floor. Burdett and a Collinwood Trojan. And we're going to give her to Green. Jeremy Bryan going to be the trigger. Summertown still into the full court press. Ball comes in to Morrow. Morrow back over on the side to Horton. Lance double team over at Montgomery. Montgomery into the middle to Bryan. Jeremy making his move. Puts up a 2-foot scoop. It's no good. Clears his own rebound. Puts her up. No good. Clears her again. Puts her up. No good. And Aaron Burdett finally clears for the Eagles. 36 seconds. 17-5. Justin Entrican working all the way up over to Burdett at the high post. And he takes steps. He had the lane open, but he shuffled his feet before he put the ball down. We got a half a minute remaining in the period number 1. Jeremy Bryan going to put the ball in play for Collinwood. Who's he going to find? Morrow. Morrow back over to Bryant. Bryant's going to bring it across. We're down to 25 seconds. He's going down the right side. He's going to try to go all the way. And Jeremy Bryant. One call to charge, one call to block. So number 12, Justin Entrican, picks up the Eagles' first foul. That's the first personal, first team foul. Morrow into Bryant. Bryant working the right side. Going to try to back it in. And we got an offensive foul. He's using his arm. He's hooking. Not the first time, no. He hooked him. Offensive foul. 16 seconds. That's going to put the ball in play for the Summertown boys. That's Jeremy Bryant's first personal and third team foul. 16 seconds. Justin going to work the backcourt. Who's he going to find? Doug. He's trying to find somebody over to Ronalds. Burdett. We're down to 7. Back out to Doug. Going to put up a 25-foot jump. Doug, no good. Josh clears it out. Back over to Doug. Puts one up. That's the first quarter. Comes in. Summertown 7. Collinwood 5. Eagles set to put the ball in to start the second period. Collinwood's in a half-court zone. They're picking up in mid-court. Over to Josh Reynolds. Back over to Justin Entrican. Back in the corner to Ricky Mabry playing the left baseline. Justin working outside. Over to Josh. He's trying to find the post man. He's not there. We got Doug in the post. He's hard to get in there. Doug's got it. He's tied up in there, and we got a 3-second call. Turnover. That's going to bring Lee Lance back in for the Summertown boys. Jeremy Bryant going to bring the ball in for the Collinwood boys. He brings her into Morrow. Marco's working the left side, comes all the way down, brings over in the middle to Reisner. Reisner feeds her back outside to Lance Horton. Lance working 35 feet out over in the middle to Reisner, trying to find somebody. Jeremy Bryant comes out and hips him out over to Lance Horton. Lance into Morrow. Morrow working 25 feet, guarded closely by Reynolds over in the middle of Montgomery. And we have a push away from the ball. As Aaron Burdett picks up personal foul number 1, team foul number 2. Collinwood brings the ball into Bryant. Jeremy makes his move, lays one up, give it to him. 17-7. We're a minute deep into the second period. Ricky Mabry steps out on the high post, puts up a 15-foot jump. Oh, no good. Ball battled around, give her to Green. Burdett and the Trojans were battled for the rebound along with Mabry. Jeremy Bryant set to be the trigger man. Summertown in this sticky full court press into Lance Horton, back over to Bryant. They're letting Jeremy bring her up over to Lance. He clears over to Morrow. Morrow gonna put up a 15-foot jump. It's no good. Eagles go high for a rebound, bring her out. Josh Reynolds brings her out, and Marcus Morrow picks up the team's 4th personal foul and his first. Daniel Hunt checks in for Aaron Burdett. 6:40, it's 17-7. Josh Reynolds working on the right side. They try to find somebody over to Lee Lance, back to Mabry, into the middle of Hunt. Hunt has the ball stripped by Daniel. Daniel over to Lance Horton. Lance working down the left side. He's going to go all the way, put up a 12-foot jump. It's no good. Eagles pick the ball up. Josh Reynolds. Reynolds takes it off the board. He's going to bring her up across the 10-second line, over to Lance, over to Doug, back over to Hunt. Hunt working on the wing, back. Josh Reynolds working 22 feet out, going to put one up. It's long, no good. Collinwood clears. Jeremy Reisner over to Daniel Montgomery. Montgomery give and go to Morrow, puts one up, no good. Reisner takes her off, puts her up, and he's pushed. At 5:49, it's still 17-7. Ricky Mabry picks up personal foul number 1, team foul number 4. That's going to send Jeremy Reisner to the line to shoot 2. Jeremy's first trip to the line is good. Summertown jumped out to an 8-0 lead, and they've been stalemated ever since. It's up, it rolls, no good. Josh Reynolds clears the board. He's going to bring her across the line. Over in the corner to Lance, back over to Reynolds, trying to find somebody on the post. They're not there. They're standing in the 3-second lane, but they don't see it. Over to Reynolds on the right wing. Over to Mabry on the right wing. Back to Reynolds, Lee Lance. And we've got a technical foul on the Collinwood coach. He's been voicing his opinion. He don't like the way things are going. He finally got one. That's going to send Doug to the line to shoot 2. It's no good. We've been hung on this 17 points for about 4 minutes now. There we go. We got to 18. The coach has allowed one tee, but the second one he has to leave. We saw that up here the other night. 2 coaches leave, and that's a $250 fine and a 2-game suspension. Ball comes over. Reynolds working. High post to Mabry. Lee Lance driving, lays one up. It's good. And Jeremy Reisner picks up personal foul. 20-8, 5-19. That's going to send Lee Lance back to the line to shoot one to try to complete the three-point play. It's no good. Long rebound picked up by Riggs. No good. Picked up by Todd Perry. Slipped into the game on me and picked her off the board and laid her in. 22-8. And Josh Reynolds is all over Marcus Morris. That's going to send Marcus to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Doug Riggs picks up the personal foul. And that's only our fourth team foul. Entrican check back in, give Doug a little breather. Ball goes to Lance Horton. He's working 30 feet out. He's going to make his move. He's going to go all the way. He's cut off 10 feet from the basket. Tries to bring it in. Ricky Mabry dives and he pushes, picking up personal foul number 2. That's only the 5th team foul. Collinwood set the inbound in midcourt. Morrow brings the ball into Lance Horton, working the backcourt, working against Justin. He gets a pick, and we got an illegal pick on number 34, Jeremy Reisner. That's going to send Summertown to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And Daniel Chapman checks in for Coach Phil Willard. These Summertown boys, that's going to send Justin Entrican to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Full 45 until halftime. It's 22-8. Justin's first shot. It's short, no good. Long rebounds picked up by Daniel Montgomery. He works her across. Picked up on the right side by Lance. Drives the middle. He's hung in no man's land. Back outside to Morrow. Morrow trying to find somebody. Bryant comes to his rescue over to Horton. Lance puts one up. Give him 3. They're a half up, 22-11. 4:24. Entrican over to Reynolds, back over to Lee Lance. Lee working on the left wing. He decides to bring her back to Reynolds. Josh trying to find a postman. He's not there. Chapman working in the middle, back over to Reynolds, puts one up. It rims in, comes back out, and Marcus Morrow clears for the Collinwood boys over to Lance Horton. Lance to Jeremy Bryant, working baseline against Chapman. Takes steps, but they don't see it. Reisner puts one up, no good. Reisner clears the board, lays one up. Give it to him. Todd Perry is a big wide body for Summertown. Over to Chapman, back over to Lee Lance in the left wing, back over to Reynolds working the right wings. He hits the low post. And Jeremy Reisner picks up another foul. It's going to send Daniel Chapman to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And Aaron Burdett coming back in after his breather. It's going to bring Doug Riggs back also. 3:35, it's 22-13. Daniel Chapman goes to the line for his first opportunity of the night. Daniel's first shot, it's up, it's long, no good. It's cleared off for Marcus Morrow. He brings her across over to Bryant. Bryant's going to make his move to his basket. He puts up about an 8-footer. It goes, and Daniels picks up the pushing foul. We're going to give him the basket and try for the three-point play. 22-17. 22-15. That's going to send Jeremy to the line to try to complete the 3, and he does. 22-16. Collinwood's in the half-court trap over to Doug in the left wing. Back over to Justin. Back to Daniel. Daniel playing right wing. Back on the high post. The Lance to Burdett on low post. He puts one up. Daniel Chapman brings her up, and he's fouled by Jeremy Reisner as he goes up for another shot at 3:09. It's 22-16. Daniel Reisner's picked up 4 first half fouls. It's going to send Daniel back to the line. It's long again, no good. Trevor Nelson's going to check in. Jeremy picked up 4 quick. personals. Daniels 0 for 2 from the line. Hits up, 0 for 3, and the ball's cleared by Morrow. They leave him alone. Everybody heads to back court. He's picked up by Justin. Over on the right side to Horton. Lance trying to work a right side. He gets a pick, picked up by Daniel. Lance puts one up, no good. Bryant clears the board, lays one up, and he's hacked by Justin Entrican. And that's going to bring Daniel Hunt back in for the Eagles. It's 22-18. They cut the lead to 4, can cut her back to 3. Jeremy Bryant, another three-point opportunity, no good. And Doug Griggs goes high, the little man does, and clears the board out of the Giants. Over in the left corner to Lance, back over to Entrican. He's working 25 feet out, over to Doug, back to Burdett. Burdett trying to find a post man. He's not there. Justin working outside. We got 2.5 minutes. Back over to Lee Lance. He's trying to find a low post. Justin working, carries it in within 6. Over to Lance, back out to Doug. Doug puts up a 22-footer. It goes high. Hits the top of the board, picked up by Daniel Hunt. Laser it, give it to him. Daniel with 2. It's 24-18. Collinwood brings the ball across. Morrow brings her back over to Bryant. Bryant drives the lane, puts one up, give him 2 more. 24-20 at the 2-minute mark. Entrican working on the high post, over to Lee Lance, lays one up, and we've got a foul. Basket's good. And we have a foul on number 44, Trevor Nelson. That's going to send Lee Lance to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Todd Perry is checking back in for Coach Phil Willard. We have substance on the floor, looks like. If you need any kind of household good, any kind of items, food or anything, visit Walmart. We have a crowd at Walmart. You can be a big part of this crowd. So come on over to Walmart and do your shopping for all of your household needs, or your food line, or your hardwares, or anything. You can come to Walmart. Well, the ref got the water up off the floor. I don't know where it was, sweat, Coke, or what it was. That's going to send Lee Lance to the line to shoot, try to complete the three-point play. It's 26-20 with 1:53 until halftime. And he completes it. 27-20. Collinwood on the run. Horton going to go all the way. Has it pocket picked up again by Morrow. Lays one up. And Todd Perry gives him a little shove. This one don't go in, so he'll get 2. That's Todd Perry's first personal. He gave up the baseline. That's going to send Marcus Morrow to the line to shoot 2. We're at 1:45 of the second period. It's no good. Second one's up. It's good. Collinwood falls back in their half-court trap. Entrican almost throws it away. Picked up by Doug over on the left wing. Back to Justin. Justin trying to work the middle over to Doug Riggs. He's trying to find Lance in the corner on the post to Todd Perry. He puts up an 8-foot turnaround, and it rolls across the rim. 29-21. Collinwood quickly down the floor over in the middle to Nelson. Nelson lays one up, and Todd Perry clears the snowbird. Over to Entrican. He comes down the left side over to Lee Lance, back to Justin. Justin decides not to. Over in the middle to Hunt. Tried to feed Perry. Perry ties the ball up. And we have a foul on Todd Perry. That's his second. of the night. We're right at the $1 mark, the 1 minute mark. It's 29-21. That's going to send Trevor Nelson to the line to shoot the 1-1. Trevor shots up. It's no good. Ball comes off to Lee Lance over to Justin. Justin quickly clears to Doug. He waits on Justin to come back. Take control, left front wing, back over to Justin. He's working 25 feet out, trying to find Hunt over in the right corner. He drives baseline. He's cut off. He's going to bring her back out to Justin. Puts one up. We're going to give him two. I guess he was on the line. 35 seconds. It's lead back to 10. Lance Horton working outside. And we'll have the Fathom foul on Doug Riggs. That's going to send Trevor Nelson to the line to shoot the 1-1. What everybody's laughing about, the official told Coach Willard he might have missed the first charge, but he got that one right. Number 44, Trevor Nelson at the line to shoot the 1-1. It's no good. Ball bounced around. Nelson gets his own rebound, puts one up. It bounces twice. No good. Lee Lance clears. 10-point lead at 20 seconds. Justin's going to clear it up for one over in the corner to Lance. Lee going to hold her up, back over to Justin. 12 seconds. He makes his move back over to Lee, trying to find the post man. He's not there. Back over to Doug. 6, 5, 4. Justin puts up a 22-footer. It don't hit anything but the bottom of the rim as the first half comes to an end. Summertown 21, Summertown 31, Collinwood 21. Let's head on over to Big John's during this halftime and get us a Big John's barbecue and be ready for the second half in just a minute. Collinwood starts the third period. This is going to be a rough and tough fourth period, I'm afraid. Liable to wind up into a foul shooting contest. Lance Horton working outside. Summertown into the man-to-man. Lance working all the way to the baseline. He's cut off all the way on the left side to Morrow. Morrow puts one up. Give him three. Cross court, wide open. Josh Reynolds working in the back court over to Justin. Justin Entrican takes steps. Looks like Collinwood going to pick up the pressure. Collinwood into Horton. Lance working the back court. Guarded closely by Doug. Doug better watch. He's in foul trouble. Ball comes over to Lance. Lance working the right side into the middle to Bryant. Jeremy puts one up. Ball tipped around. We're going to give her to Green. Morrow set the inbound. He does. Ball tipped around, batted around, and Jeremy Bryant loses the handle. Herb, where's all them pizzas going? They better watch you. They better watch you. I've been in the dressing room with you. I know you. Eagles bringing. That's Collinwood principal I was talking to. And Josh Reynolds puts one up and gives us two. Summertown into a man-to-man, full court. Ball comes in to Morrow. Morrow puts up another 25-footer, no good. Ricky Mabry clears for the Summertown boys. That's the principal, Herb Luker, I was speaking of earlier. On the left wing, back over on the right side, into the middle to Aaron Burdett. Give and go, and he was standing right there. 35-24, we're a minute and a half deep into the third period. Summertown into the full court press. And Collinwood calls another timeout at an 11-point deficit. CB&T Bank, First Farmers and Merchants Bank, Walmart, and Big John's are proud to bring you Summertown High basketball on the Granny Network. Jeremy Bryant, trigger man, he's trying to find a post man. He's there. Montgomery, working her in the back court. Back over to Jeremy Bryant. Gets her back over to Lance Horton. Lance working against Ricky Mabry. It must be a mismatch somewhere down the line. Ball goes over to Montgomery. Daniel works it in the middle of Bryant. Bryant makes his turn, puts one up. And that's Trevor Nelson, puts one up, and he's hacked as he goes up. Ricky Mabry catches him on the arm, and that's going to bring Lee Lance in for the Summertown boys. Ricky Mabry picked up personal foul number 3. Trevor Nelson seemed to be in the right spot at the right time several times already tonight, but his free throw was a little short. Trevor's second one was up. It's good. 35-25, 6:09. Justin Entrican bringing her up across 10-second line. Going to try to work the left side. He's looking for Doug. Doug trying to find the post man. He was there, but he didn't give. Back over to Reynolds. Josh going to put up a 10-foot jump. It's long. No good. Daniel Montgomery comes off. Going to feed her the length of the floor to Brian. He puts one up. It's blocked by Lee Lance. Taken off by Justin Entrican. Justin running. Numbers not there into Burdett. Aaron puts her up. He goes down. And he's 2 men down. I believe that's Trevor Nelson for the Collinwood boys. Trevor Nelson had to be helped off the floor. I don't know where he got an ankle or a knee, but he took a pretty bad tumble down there. He and Aaron Burdett also tumbled, but Aaron's up on the free throw line to shoot 2. It's short. You could tell that was short before it ever left his hand. Second one's up. It's good. 36-25, 5:36. Lance Horton going all the way. He's cut off. He's going to drive the baseline. And we have a quick foul call on the baseline. Justin Entrican picks up the second team foul. That's going to bring Chad Wyrick into the ball game for Doug Riggs. Collinwood set to inbound. Morrow into Montgomery. Over to Horton. Lance working the right side to Morrow. He's going to launch one. It's good. Picked off by number 34. Reisner got back in, and it's blocked by Lance and Burdett. Marcus Morrow going to be the inbound. He's going to try to find somebody underneath. Who's he find? Over to Bryant. Bryant working the baseline. He puts one up. It bounces, no good. Aaron Burdett clears for the Summertown Eagles. He's going to slow her down. Coming down the left side over. And the Lee Lance got alone. Oh, he missed one. Ball goes up, tie ball. Alternating possession. Who's going to get it? We're going to give it to White. 5:05, 36-25. Got water on the floor. We're about ready to go. Justin Entrican set to put the ball in. Who's he going to find? Out front to Reynolds. Josh going in for an 8-foot run and jump. It goes, and he's fouled. Josh glided through the air. He left the floor about the free throw line and later up and in. Brent Putman checks in for the Collinwood Trojans as Josh Reynolds goes to the line to complete the three-point play. And it's no good. Lee Lance has the ball knocked away, picked up by Lance Horton. He's working front court. He's going to be cut off about 15 feet out. Guarded closely. Back over in the corner. Montgomery trying to find somebody. Bryant goes in, and he's hammered by Aaron Burdett. And Jeremy Bryant will go to the line to shoot 2. 4:45 remaining third period. It's 38-25. That's Aaron Burdett's second personal foul. That's the third team foul of the quarter. They send Jeremy to the line to shoot 2. It's up, in, out, no good. (38-26), a low-scoring ball game. Justin over in the right to Lance, over to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to find a post man. He's not there. Wyrick out, back out to Justin. Back out to Chad, over to Justin Entrican trying to find a post man. He's still not there. Lee Lance puts up a 15-foot brick, no good. Chad Wyrick puts one up, takes a jump shot off the board, give it to him. Pretty shot off the board. 40-26. We're halfway through the third period. We got an illegal block on number 20, Daniel Montgomery. He was a little tough with that one. Matter of fact, he gave him such a hard block, he's laying on the floor. Oh, Lee Lance, he's coming up. He's feeling better. Took a pretty good shot. We're beginning to get some good shots in this ball game. It's going to bring Ricky Mabry back in. All right. Chad Wyrick brings her into Justin. Justin Ingram. Bring her on the right side to Reynolds. Reynolds picked up into the post. And Jeremy Reisner picks up his 5th personal foul, if my totals are correct. Chad Wyrick going to be the trigger man for the Eagles. Coming out, who's he going to find? Who's he going to find? Over to Reynolds. And Ricky Mabry is guilty of a push. They're trying to take control, but they're doing it in an awkward way. Jeremy Bride, trigger man, that's 4 on Ricky Mabry. Ball comes in to Montgomery, back over to Jeremy Bryan. He's working up the right side against Lee Lance. Lee finds this pick this time. He didn't want any more of that. Intercepted by Burdett there and stepped in the passing lane over to Justin. Entrican bringing it across over to Burdett. He's alone. He's going to put up a 15-foot jump. Nothing but net. Aaron has a pretty long arm shot. 42-26, 3.5 minutes, third period. Horton working the back court over to Putman. Putman bringing the ball across. He's coming back to the middle, back to Lance Horton. And Chad Wyrick guilty of a push. It's going to bring Daniel Hunt back in. Collinwood sets the ball in play, right front court. Who's he going to find? He needs somebody. Jeremy Bryant steps out. Over to Putman. He's cut off in the middle. And Justin Entrican picks up personal foul number 3, I believe. It's a 6-team foul. Third personal. It's going to bring Doug back in the fray. Brent Putman, trigger man underneath his basket. Ball coming around. Who's he going to find? Back to Putman. Putman working outside over to Lee Lance. Lance Horton. Horton working outside. Makes a move, puts one up. And somebody's hanging on. Number 22, Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds picks up his first personal. That's going to send Lance Horton to the line to shoot 2. It's 42-26. It's 3:03 of the third period. Turned into a long ball game. We had her going there in that first half. Lance's first shot is up. It's good. Lance taking his full 10 seconds. He cans two. 42-30-28. A 14-point lead. Runnels into the low post. Burdett. Aaron lays one up and in. About a 2-foot jump. Daniel Montgomery bringing her to front court. Trying to find Bryan. He does. Back out to Putman. Puts one up. No good. Bryan clears about 20-foot rebound. He pushes off. Puts one up. It scores. 44-30. 2.5 minutes. Third period. Right wing to Hunt. Into the low post to Lance. Lance puts one up. He tips. No good. We're going to give her to Green. 2:21. Summertown with a 14-point lead. Daniel Montgomery going to work against Doug this trip up the floor. Over in the corner to Putman. On the low post to Bryan. He can't do anything with it. Back to Putman. He's covered up by Reynolds. Back out to Montgomery. Over to Bryan. He makes his move. Pivots. Puts one up. Going to score. And he's hacked. Aaron Burdett picks up personal number 3. Cuts the lead to 12. We're inside of 2 minutes. It's long, no good. The ball comes off, picked up by Lance. Lee over to Josh. He's running the right side. He's going to take about a 5-foot jump. They never did pick him up, so he just canned her. Lance Horton working. Cut off, 20 feet out. Ball tipped out by Reynolds, and Josh knocks her out. That's going to bring Todd Perry in for Coach Phil Willard. Collinwood set to bring her in. Morrow, who's he going to find? Jeremy Bryant. Bryant working over to Lance Horton. Minute and a half. Horton going all the way to the baseline. Feeds it over to Morgan. Morgan puts one up, and Todd Perry brings it off. Over to Josh. He's got somebody out front. Doug into the low post to Lance. Lee lays one up and in. And Jeremy Morgan's laying on his arm. Minute 17, 48-32. Glad to see Trevor Nelson able to come back in. He took a hard spill back a little earlier. He's tough. That's Morgan's first personal. That's going to send Lee Lance to the line to complete the 3-point play. It's short and no good. Doug picks her off the board, works around, lays her up. Give him 2. Stretches the lead to 18 with timeout on the floor with 1 minute and 9 seconds. Third period. CB&T Bank, First Farmers and Merchants Bank, Walmart, and Big John's. All right, we got 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining. Third period is 32-50. Summertown into a full court press. Daniel Montgomery brings her up. Over to Jeremy Bryant. He seems to be the workhorse of this. What grade's Jeremy in?
Junior.
He's just a junior, so he's a workhorse. Still got another year to go. Todd Perry picks up his third personal foul. That's going to send Trevor Nelson to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. How's your makeup? Do you have many seniors on this squad?
The Nelson boy is the only senior. Trevor's the only senior we have.
You don't have any in the girls squad, so you got things to look forward to.
Yeah, no girl seniors.
We'll be looking for you down the road. Don't look too bad right now. Trevor's first shot's up, good. This one's long. Doug brings her off over on the right wing to Ronalds. Puts up a 15-foot jump. No good. Ball batted around. Picked up by Todd Perry. Back out front to Doug. Doug working outside. 40 seconds in the quarter. Back over to Josh. Puts up a 22-footer. Give him 3. Longest lead of the ball game with 30 seconds. 53-33. Phil Willard has these boys scrapping up and down the floor. They don't mind getting dirty. 27 seconds. Ball taken in by Morrow. Morrow's trying to find somebody. Comes in to Brian. Jeremy. He's on the line, so give it to White. Todd Perry going to be the trigger man for the Eagles, still trying to get the water up. Todd's going to be trigger man. Collinwood's going to pick up half court as they have all night. 20 seconds. Ronald stops over to Perry. Perry has the ball stolen. Picking up by Montgomery. Over to Lance Horton. Lays one up and in. Ronald's over to Doug Riggs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doug launches a 30-footer. At the buzzer, give him 3, 56-35. Doug kept working till he launched it. We start the fourth quarter. Collinwood brings the ball in. Lance Horton working out front. He gets a pick over in the corner tomorrow. He moves along the baseline, lays one up. He worked the baseline, laid her up and in. 56-37. Doug Riggs driving all the way. He's going to put up an 8-foot jump. It's short. Ball comes off to Lee Lance. And Lee has somebody on his arm. It happens to be Lance Horton. Should have moved over. Should have moved over. It's going to bring Daniel Chapman in for the Summertown boys. We're not into the bonus yet. Still got something on the floor. Summertown's built a 19-point lead. Couple of trick threes. It's hot in here tonight. I guess perspiration is building up on the floor. Doug Riggs is going to shoot 2. Doug, first shot's up. It's good. (57-37). Second one's up. It's good. 21-point lead quickly. They bring her up. They got a Snowberg back here. Daniel over to Trevor. Trevor puts one up. No good. Morrow brings her off. Lays her up and in. 58-39. 7-19. Josh Reynolds brings her across the 3-second line. And he's fouled by number 30, Marcus Morrow. That's going to send Josh Reynolds to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's 3 on Marcus. Josh's first shot rolls off, no good. Morrow clears for the Collinwood boys. In the corner to Montgomery, into the low post to Bryant. Lays one up. That's ball movement. 58-41. He cut her to 17. And Morrow steals one in. Stolen back by Summertown. Back over to Reynolds. They can't find the handles. Josh Reynolds finally picks her up. Over to Doug. Doug going to settle things down a little bit. He's over on the left wing. Aaron Burdett getting ready to come back. Ball outside to Hunt. Daniel working inside. Back over to Doug. Doug gets caught in the middle. Josh Reynolds puts one up. And Jeremy Bryant clears for the Trojans. Over to Daniel Montgomery. Outside to Morrow. Morrow drives this trip. Puts one up. And he picks up his 4th personal foul. going to bring Aaron Burdett and I believe they're good at wiping the floor. We found something they're good for, Coach. Summertown brings her in. Justin Etterkin working the point for the Summertown boys. They picked up at half court on the zone, back over on the left side to Doug. Doug working back over to Justin. He's trying to find somebody on the post. Over to Doug. He's in the low post to Lee Lance. Clears one off the board, 60-41. There's her back to 19. Lance Horton, length of the floor. He's going to baseline and he lays one up. Pretty move by Lance. Justin double team, back over to Reynolds, back on the high post to Burdett, back out to Doug. Doug gonna put up a 20-footer. No good, ball batted around, picked up by Trevor. Nelson brings her up, 5:40. Lancing over to Lance Horton. He's cut off up the middle, back over to Montgomery. He doesn't draw any iron, and Lee Lance picks her up for Summertown boys. Over to Josh Reynolds. He between the legs, back over to Justin, back on the post, back to Reynolds, back outside to Doug. Puts up an 18-footer. It's no good again. Mara clears for the Collinwood boys. 5:14, 60-43. Collinwood in front court. Daniel over to Lance Horton. Lance working 30 feet out. Setting a pick. Pick man's open, but he didn't see him. Back over to Daniel Montgomery. Back over in the corner to Lance. Lance working 35 feet out over to Bryant. Bryant's trying to find somebody at 20 over to Montgomery. Back to Mara. He don't pull it. He's wanting to, but he don't. Over to Montgomery, back to Horton. Back in the middle to Bryant, and he's pushed by Aaron Burdett. Aaron was on his back coming across the middle. Ricky Mabry checking back in as Burdett picks up personal number 4. It's going to send Jeremy Bryant to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. No good. Batted around, picked up by Doug. Doug come out of there with it. He's going to slow her down. He didn't have the numbers. The ball's kicked. Back to the Eagles. Justin Entrican over to Doug. Back to Justin. He's going to bring her back to the front. He didn't like what he saw. Coach Willard wants it set up. Trying to find a postman. Ricky Mabry on the high post. Josh Reynolds on the right wing. He lays one up. It rolls off. 4 minutes, 19 seconds. The lead is 17. Lance Horton over to Trevor Nelson. Puts one up. It's no good. Lee Lance comes out with a board for the Summertown boys. And Coach Phil Willard wants a timeout with 4:07 remaining period number 4. Summertown 60. Collinwood 43. Eagles bring her in. Going to play this last 4 minutes. Entrican over to Reynolds in the high post to Mabry. Back to Doug into the low post to Lance. Back on the right wing to Reynolds. Mabry gets another one. Puts her up. No good. Reynolds again, and he's hammered. We missed 3-4 opportunities that we shouldn't have missed. Maybe we can cash in on these free throws. Daniel Montgomery hammered. He can call it on any one of the 8, I guess, that was in the fray. They were all banging and battling. All right, Josh Reynolds going to shoot 2 now. We need a couple here. That's nothing but net. Josh's second shot, spinning good. Back to 19. Lee Lance working front court, guarded closely by Doug Riggs. He's going to try and somebody on the post. Montgomery takes about a 15-foot jump. Daniel with one of his rare shots. He hadn't taken too many shots. Over on the right wing, back to the high post. Ball gets away, picked up by Collinwood. Morrow going to clear it over to Montgomery. Over to Lance Horton. Throw it away. Somebody going to get it. Jeremy Bryant's going to lay it up and in finally. Just about everyone touched it. 3 minutes 14 seconds, 62-47. Doug working the left wing. He's trying to find somebody. Back out to Justin, over to Josh. On the high post to Ricky. They're working the ball into Lee Lance. Lee lays one up. It's short. Ball batted around. Picked up by Jeremy Bryant. Collinwood, Lee Lance clears. He's going to hold up 18 feet over the left side to Morrow. Morrow finds Bryant in the middle. He makes his move. Lays one up. It's good. 62-49. They've cut it to 13. 2 minutes 37 seconds. High post to Mabry. Over to Doug. Doug. Over to Justin. Justin. Back to Doug. He's trying to find Lance. He's there. He puts her up. Give it to him. That shot's been there. 64-49. These Collinwood boys are a better team than their record indicates. They just haven't had a whole lot of luck. Over on the left wing tomorrow. Morrow's guarded closely out there by Reynolds. Over to Lance Horton. Puts one up. No good. Josh Reynolds clears to Doug Riggs. We're inside 2 minutes. Doug. He held her up. Then he went on. And Trevor Nelson just made him eat it. Aaron Burdett checking back in for the Eagles. 3 fouls on Trevor. It's good to see him up walking around after the spill he took back earlier. Doug, first one's up, nothing but net. Todd Perry checking back in for Lee Lance. Doug's second shot up. It's good. Lance Horton going to work it all the way. He feeds her off. Intercepted by Burdett. Over to Entrican. Justin working her across the 10-second line to Doug. Over on the right wing, Reynolds, minute and a half. Reynolds drives the middle. Feeds Burdett in the middle. Give and go. And they've worked it to perfection. 68-49. Lance Horton going all the way. He's cut off by Doug. Back out to Bryant. Jeremy puts up a 25-footer. Give him 3. He has a host of points tonight. 68-52. And we have a push on Marcus Morrow. It's going to send the Eagles to the line to shoot to 1-1. Lee Lance picks up the personal foul. Ricky Mabry checking back in. And Adam Todd checking in for the Collinwood Trojans. Chad Warwick checking for the Summertown boys. Letting Doug Riggs come out. We got a minute 8. Justin's first shot. It's good. It made about 6 circles. And it stayed in. Justin's second shot's up. It's good. 70-52. The lead is 18 as we're approaching 1 minute. Lance Horton working on the right side tomorrow. Puts one up. No good. Justin comes off with the board and he travels as he comes down. We're inside of a minute. The lead is 18. Morrow going to beat Trigger out to Montgomery. Back to Horton. Morrow back to Horton. Lance puts up a 12-foot jump. No good. Ricky Mabry tipped it over to Chad Warwick. And Daniel Montgomery slides under him as they all go to the floor with 45 seconds. We're in period number 4. Summertown is led from the outset. They jumped out to an 8-0 lead. We got a host of new boys coming in for Summertown. That's Chad. First shot up. It's no good. Ball cleared over to Lance Horton. Lance going all the way, lays her up, and Justin Entrican picks up a foul. We got Will Pettis, Jeremy Curtis, Adam Lindsay, and Shane McKinnon checking in for Coach Phil Willard and Stan Curtis. We got Will Pettis, Shane McKinnon, Adam Lindsay, and Jeremy Curtis. As Lance Horton goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He's going to shoot 2. Lance takes a long time. It's good. He takes his full 10 seconds. Second one's up, and it is long, no good. Collinwood brings the ball off, up, no good. And Will Pettis brings one off for the Summertown boys. That's going to send Jeremy Curtis to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Ben Brown checks in for Coach Bruce Woods. As Jeremy Curtis goes to the line with 31 seconds. It's good. Second one's up. It's no good. And Adam Todd clears for the Collinwood boys. We're inside a half a minute. Come in front court, ball batted around, picked up by Todd. Todd over to Beckham. Intercepted by Wyrick. Chad gonna go coast to coast. He lays a left-hander up. It's good. 11, 10, 9, 73, 53. Summertown boys have pulled out a, look like a 20-point lead. And as the ball game comes to an end, the Summertown Eagles 73, the Collinwood Trojans 53. We'll be back in a second.